In this practical, we will be testing for the presence of starch. Green plants photosynthesize, and they are autotrophic and photosynthesize. So what we will be testing to see is whether green plants that contain chlorophyll are in the presence of carbon dioxide, have enough water, can indeed produce their own food. What I need to do is I need to gather all apparatus. I need a large beaker. If you don't have a large beaker in your lab, you could actually use a jam jar, a large jam jar. I also need a smaller beaker in which I'll be placing ethanol. So if you don't have one of those, you could substitute it with a fish paste jar. Now, to start off, I'm going to be pouring boiling water into this beaker. And I'll place it onto the hot plate. Many labs have Bunsen burners, so you could be using that to heat the water. And you place the leaf into the boiling water. Now, the reason why we do that is we want to stop all metabolic processes, and we want to soften the walls, the cell walls of the plant. Now, we'll leave it in that boiling water for a minute or two and allow it to soften those cell walls. Now, the reason why I place a test tube on top of it is just if I were to leave the leaf, it'll float upwards, and just to make sure that it's getting maximum heat from the plate. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the leaf with a tweezer, take it out of the boiling water, and place it into the smaller beaker. And now I need to use some ethanol. Ethanol will extract the chlorophyll out of the leaf. Because when we want to test for starch, we need the leaf to be pale. Now we need to heat the ethanol. If you are using a Bunsen burner, be sure that before even touching the alcohol, you have switched off the burner, as alcohol is highly flammable. Now I place the beaker with the ethanol, which has the leaf in it, into the hot water, because ethanol needs to be heated slightly. And I gently, with the back of a test tube, just tap the leaf gently to help with the extraction. You could just leave the leaf in the ethanol, which is heated slightly by the hot water, but I know that if we tap it gently, this process is just a little bit quicker. Be careful not to tear the leaf, so it must just be a gentle tap. Now what you will see happening is that the ethanol is turning a light green, and when we take this leaf out, we should see that the chlorophyll has been extracted, and we will have a pale leaf to see the color change much easier. Now when I lift this out, you will see that the ethanol has turned green, and the leaf is a pale color. I now need to rinse the ethanol off. So I'll place some water onto it. Before I can add the iodine solution, I need to rinse this water off. Pour it off the petri dish. Now when testing for the presence of starch, we use iodine solution. Iodine solution in the presence of starch will turn to blue-black. I place a few droplets of iodine solution onto the discolored leaf, and I can see that the brownish color has turned darker to a blue-black color, indicating that starch is indeed present in this leaf. So we know for sure that photosynthesis has occurred.